Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Appreciate you tuning in. If you are new, welcome. Hope you give this video and channel a chance. If you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, folks, here we go. It's only fair. I am critical when I think it's necessary. Even if people that I don't like, if they do the right thing, I'm going to praise them as well. So watch out. We are going to say nice things about Chiney Ogwumike. It might have been a great name when she played, a great name for an announcer. But anyway, she was talking about Caitlin's decision with regard to the three-point contest in the NBA. She had some interesting things that I want to talk about here. Very interesting things. There's about 90 seconds. I'm going to let it run through. I'm going to let it run through. I'm going to try to let it run through. Let me correct that. And then we're going to talk about it.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1. And most importantly, I think people look at this and think she said no. That's not the case. She said she wants her first competition to be an Indy at WNBA All-Star, which to me is huge. People don't see the numbers below. Like the economic impact, 36 million she drove to Indianapolis just by showing up as a rookie and making history. And so I understand her point of view. She wants to probably let other athletes shine. And guess what? She also says like it's like earned, not given. There are previous winners that should have an opportunity to probably compete. Alicia Gray is the reigning WNBA three-point contest champion, the same way that Sabrina Ionescu entered the competition after winning in 2023. There are other people that can use that spotlight to compete as well. So I think Caitlin, she moves because she knows people follow her no matter where she goes, and she's very strategic about dictating where her value is.
Wow. I got to tell you, especially when she got to merchandise sales, because we've been conditioned for this. We've been conditioned. We've been waiting. I was for the and Angel Reese. I was waiting for it. It didn't happen, and I'm gonna give props to Shanae for that. We got I almost said give her flowers. I can't stand that comment. I'm not, but y'all know what I mean when I say it, right? So she is a former player. She is a well-known media personality in this space. And look, let's face it, as crazy as it sounds, she had the guts as yeah, as crazy as that sounds, the guts to say what the numbers have been screaming all freaking season long. Caitlin Clark is the engine driving the WNBA's growth right now, and I love how she opened it up. She doesn't move the needle despite the media denying this all season long. Not only did Shanae say she's doesn't move the needle, she is the needle, and that is 100% true, and the WNBA needs to wrap their tiny little bird brains around that and understand what is happening so they can take advantage of it. I mean, I feel like Sinead just broke some sort of unspoken media code with the WNBA, and now everyone else involved is scrambling, folks. It is rewrite time. They've got to rewrite the scripts that they have been using for the past year. I mean, she mentioned some of it. Just look at the impact Caitlin Clark has had. The sellouts, right? Her games average 1.17 million viewers, while the rest of the league's games 394,000. And we all know where Unrivaled is right now, and they are not at that number. That is a threefold difference. As Shanae mentioned, 45% of the WNBA's broadcast growth. 45 freaking percent. One player. That is almost half the damn pie. And the rest of the league is just splitting what's left, what has always been there, and it hasn't been a lot. At this point, the WNBA needs to rename their league pass to the Caitlin Clark Fan Club membership, the CCFC pass. What is so wild about this and why this is a big deal is for so long, Most of the media, as we know, they either completely ignored her impact, they downplayed it by attaching other players in the conversation all the time, not just about play and attaching Angel Reese as this with this rookie of the year crap, but also about the growth of the game. It would be and Angel Reese, or it would be another one that we use quite often, and Caitlin Clark and the rookie class. Why? Well, who knows? I think we can speculate. We've got the tanning issue. We've got the popularity issue. So there's absolute jealous rage happening for sure. She is completely different style of player on the court. She is the evolution of the WNBA game that in the decade from now, you are going to see a completely different style of basketball played in the WNBA than we've seen in the first 28 years. And it is going to be absolutely glorious. And Caitlin Clark is leading that. They don't like the way she plays because it's popular. They don't like her because she's popular. This is jealousy. They want all these benefits of all the new eyeballs and what that brings in terms of money and so forth, but they don't want the actual attention. And the media is in league with the WNBA. They are all for that. They support the type of activism that the WNBA does. Those are just some of the possible reasons off the top of my head. They don't the media didn't want to overshadow the veteran players that have been playing in obscurity all these years. They thought talking about Caitlin Clark by using the truth would be upsetting to those players who, as we all know now, are completely jealous. But it has been frustrating as hell for basketball fans to watch this nonsense. It is like giving Caitlin Clark credit for anything was like pulling teeth for some of these analysts, some of these media journalists. Except the dentist in this scenario, that's us, armed with cold hard facts, my friend. Look, Shanae's acknowledgement, it's hugely important because it's not just about Clark. It is about the entire league. Praising Caitlin for her impact isn't taking away from other players. That is so ridiculously absurd and short-sighted. It is, in fact, shining a light, bringing more fans to more players. More fans, more money, more eyeballs. It benefits everyone. When Caitlin brings fans to the game, it is like a damn potluck. Everyone eats. Everyone eats. And some of y'all still out here complaining about the damn size of your plate. It's bigger than it was. It's not the size of Caitlin Clark's plate, but it's bigger than it was. So here is hoping. I know it's not going to happen, but here is hoping that Sinead's comments open the door, if not just a crack. Others in sports media who have a little bit of bravery, a little bit of a spine, a little bit of common decency to speak up and give credit where credit is due. Because let's face it, acknowledging greatness doesn't diminish the game, it grows the damn game. Ac- Acknowledging greatness doesn't diminish the game, it grows it. I mean, how many more record-breaking attendance numbers? How many more sold-out games and sold-out Wilson basketballs and insane auction off cards at just ridiculous prices do we need before the media joins the party, gets on the damn train, starts going and rowing in the right direction? So, Shanae, hats off to you, my friend, for stepping up and saying what needed to be said, for making it completely about Caitlin Clark and not throwing in that shade with and this player and that player. It's good for Caitlin. It's good for the WNBA. Most importantly, it's good for the fans who've been waiting for someone to speak the truth. Man, so let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with Sinead's take? Do you think this is a turning point? I don't think. I gotta say, I want it to be. I don't think it's a turning point, but I do think we'll get a little more of this. This is sort of we're dipping the toe in the water. We'll see what happens going forward. But I think more people in sports media need to give Caitlin her due just about Caitlin and not throw in passive aggressive nonsense. What do you think? What do you think in the comments below? What do you think about what Shanae said? What do you think about anything that might change with the coverage of the WNBA going forward? And hey, while you're at it, let's hear how you think Caitlin's impact alone is going to shape the league going forward. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really do appreciate it. I will talk to you later.